absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On play action, Winston. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Winston's throw there taken in by Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. From the red zone now, Winston. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now Winston. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Gregory. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake, Winston. Open man here is Conklin. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Able to put this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gregory. His throw incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Gregory. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gregory. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Gregory. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Gregory. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ball again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Gregory. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A first down throw for Winston. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw again. Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a first and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, and force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gregory. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Gregory. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 27, Gregory. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gregory. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Shifts by at the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up his accuracy.
As the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Gregory. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 12-point game. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wilson's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're reaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Like watching paint dry. Ready?
Play fake. Winston. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 34. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was ready. He paid no attention on that one. And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Carlson is good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 41, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right there, hurt. 60 Eagles.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 12. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Hall again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
165 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. On play action, Winston. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A game there of 30 big ones. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 1st down. Gregory. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
number 18 rally.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you